I gotta give the benefit to the clutch. But if he's got that down, I will give it to PASITA and the Solar. Her wiggliness is just something else. I mean, after all, she has the ideally female body.
Round begins in.
If you listen to the memes.
2, 1. Fight.
Let's go. Something else. Immediately pops the shield, and he also falls in the light. But PASITA blocks the health bubbles, and it does not matter because the robot hits 55% lightning gun. Welcome to the... Okay, this is not the most common spot for a ring out. Good job, PASITA. Nice rail. Oh, and the rocket! Beautiful, and he's rather healthy still. He left up the lower light though. And he ate a rail and... this is...
Mistake.
Yeah, like he still doesn't have any armor.
Oh, so and he gets railed after the Mega.
And the Cthulhu rail. Tie up the game again. Oh, that was almost a direct. Like he dashed into it by... Just not dashed into it, but just an inch. Spit hits again, shield is used, and I think the shield is a good tool to mitigate a lot of the spit damage. I mean, 4 instead of 10 protect, it's quite useful, like 40 instead of 100. You can do that. Stacks, rather equal, I would say. Weapon arsenal should be in the advantage of PASITA. And PASITA is not aware of the position of Clutch because he's being silent, trying to use his weapon arsenal to the best he can. And they will meet at the heavy. PASITA kind of tries to chase and pause something with the stack advantage he has. Lands a beautiful rail, but klyb gets the heavy rather unpunished in the end. PASITA has position on the Mega and he's going to take this one without much casualties. Apart from a rail.
Yeah, there was an instance that PASITA had a clear view of klyb and klyb wasn't aware of him. Oh, but we have a fight at the opposite position and klyb is worse for wear after it. Because PASITA is still being overstacked at the Mega Health and he collects the heavies. It's now a force to reckon with and the robot, yeah, he's at such a big hitbox. Does not have his ability up. He's banking on the Mega Health though. He gets it mid-fight and now he can jump up in the face of the lizard lady. And release a shotgun blast.
I don't know if klyb is planning to invest in the train business, but he's definitely putting rails everywhere in PASITA's way. Choo-choo. Choo-choo, yes. And the shield is used as well, but it doesn't really matter because the lightning gun melts him just as easy and he can't really return the damage. Like... not much at all. Oh, good way of dodging the rails and taking an uncontested Mega. Well, not uncontested, but undamaged. Oh. And he's dead. There's no help.
No!
Oh, what? How?
You're wrong, Lycofarnus.
Yes. Like, literally, for this entire day, everything I say in Quake, the opposite happens. Holy crap, and PASITA just... yeah, lands a beautiful barrage of rails and just shows us that he has the movement down on this map with Solak as well. So we see lightning gun again. Starting machine gun. Oh, both survive. Merrily, but PASITA has more resources. And they don't matter because
and
the train conductor
clutches it. But
yes.
patch.
The train conductor.
Yeah, the heavy is there for pickup. He does need some help though. Oh, the starter machine gun. It's the second time I see it being chosen against a clutch, and it's pretty effective.
Yeah, I think it's good in matchups where you want to keep the distance to the robot, right? Because then it's really effective. It's super easy to hit, even with its little spread.
But klyb's rail is there.
Yeah, klyb has fired that gun like 34 times and hitting 50% of it. And well, despite firing a lot of rockets and even those excellent rockets, those excellent rockets were one of the few cases where they actually made a big difference. As we just see them miss again after he hits a good rail. I also think he does a very great job at managing the rails. Now that I like recap the game a little bit in my head. Apart from hitting rails. Oh, but the starting machine got 1 HP and the dash.
5-minute warning.
That was closer than he would have liked it. And he hits another rail. Like, what can you even do if you PASITA?
If he walks away with that frag, then I was the shutdown in the stream is over. But it isn't the case. PASITA gets back on the board, and wow, he's even closer to a tie after getting the follow-up. But now he's left really weak at the heavy. So klyb gets this back, and also adds heavy to his name.
Oh, and PASITA, he turned away too early, so the spit only hit the right side of the wall from the heavy, and it did not do any damage. And now he does not have visibility, and klyb has the shield again. klyb is also having the high ground. Oh, and he almost rings him out. Half a second too late, the rail. But in the end, he lands another one. Maintaining the hit rate close to 50%. Uses the shield again, gets in his opponent's face. Well, and widens the lead a little bit more. But the lightning gun from PASITA is actually doing so much damage. Now that he has the rocket launcher, he needs to make something work, but he seemingly can't because klyb is just punishing him so well in these fights. Despite being on the back foot. klyb makes something work. Magically. Oh, what is that rail? Holy shit, man!
Oh, my lord.
Yeah, and like, he gets the heavy as a reward for that. This must be so frustrating if you're PASITA getting hit left and right and slapped around the map by the green beam. Oh, no ring out. PASITA made sure of that with a rocket jump and the Razy memorial frag. There we go. He makes it. Oh, that's a new approach to the jump. I did not know it was possible this way, but...
Oh yeah, he jumps from left to right.
Yes.
Nice.
That's convenient. Oh, but he should get a kill here, but he can't! The shotgun! It's basically not doing any damage. And klyb is like the easiest champion to hit with that weapon. And the shield again, but... Oh no, gauntlet frag! And the rail misses. And now it's getting very hard for PASITA to come back. This is the second time that I would say PASITA has a favorable matchup in terms of railing on this map, and he gets just completely shattered by that weapon. This time he makes it count, and it's still doable. Like, he gets this uncontested, and if he's managing to get a light armor as well, without taking too much damage, he should be able to contest the next. But another rail is landed, and the shotgun with the shield combination is just overpowered in this matchup, apparently.
Yeah, I think if PASITA wanted to get back, he really needed to do that kind of stuff. And it's not the case.
Oh, but this time he needs to kill him, and it's so expensive for PASITA again. Look, like, he has half a stack of klyb, and klyb lands a meta rocket, and there goes PASITA's like possibilities of coming back. He tries to pull out the gauntlet, good dodging from klyb there, and it's a 5-frag game. And at this point, I think it's not doable. Like, yeah, klyb has the shield. Only weapon he's lacking is the rail, but he's trying to go aggressive with the shield. He can deny another. He's still not railable. Picked up the heavy right in time, and Doomboss storms the poor lizard.
Doing the mega up, no.
Yeah,
This might be a lifeline.
Huh? 4 HP. klyb has no rail this time.
Oh, the nails!
Oh, this must feel like robbery if you're PASITA. Like.
Oh yeah, crap. I forgot to dodge the nails. I did get a frag though, but...
apparently klyb is a good carpenter as well, like nailing the shit out of PASITA on the grass. Oh, and again the rails. He's making sure that he ends the game above 50% rail. I mean, this guy has like 2.6k damage with that weapon.
Yeah, the robot reveals.
You win.
GG.
And as we will see soon, like the major item was actually, or the item distribution in general is actually slightly in favor of PASITA, and also in terms of HP heal, you see PASITA in the advantage. But the sheer damage output that klyb managed to do, especially with the railgun, that was just unmatched.
Yeah, and now we move to Runes of Sarnath, where we have, remember correctly, klyb on Death Knight and PASITA on Ranger.
This is the matchup for Ruins. I think you're correct there. But that was a great start to the series, if you ask me.
Yeah, for sure. And yeah, I don't know if it was the matchup that really favored klyb, but I really think he is more mature in his play. He was usually more press forward or plus forward, but he now also has some defensive capabilities of well, not spiraling out of control, and also yeah, mitigates the refrag. It's nice to see.
Yeah, I mean, we will see if Buckethead actually manages to pull it out of the head, pull some magic tricks out of the head with his OP. This is what I wanted to say. Or if our little fishman on the left with the blue sword and the flame strike can actually work wonders. I still think that Ranger overall is more versatile on this map, while klyb definitely is better in the heavy area. Like, the sheer area denial with the flame strike is just so important in such a small room.
Yeah, he can start a fire. He's the fire starter. So we have a... Yeah, I think it's... Death Knight is more from space this time around.
Prepare to fight. Round begins in 3.
So let's see what PASITA can pull out of the head here, because he needs to mount a comeback. Gets the rocket launcher spawn, and he denies his item. I think that's a good idea.
He said, "Fuck! I forgot something." No, I have.
Oh damn it! That was yeah, the mega, right? Come on, PASITA, you know better than this. Now, I think it's actually nice because klyb was not near, so he does not know that he delayed it. And the way PASITA rotated, he should have an idea. He should be able to get the item. Oh, strike damage! Nice use of the orb. I gotta say, this is like a more creative use. And he went for the mid-air. Why would you? Oh, come on. That was so risky. Like, use a lightning gun or whatever. Did he? Yeah, well, he went for the high risk, high reward play and it didn't pay off for him.
Yeah, both abilities got used though, and the Ranger is gonna have it back much sooner than.
Coming at you.
Oh, yeah. Orb shotgun into the face.
That's how you delete a stack of 200 in less than a second. Beautiful maximum height rocket jump. Beautiful lightning gun. And there you go, Death Knight. This is not where you hang out. Oh, yeah.
PASITA really wants to seal the deal, and I think he's right to want it. So, and eventually he gets the mega health and the frag. Pretty clean, and 5 seconds to go from the mega health to the heavy. klyb, well, he's appearing and he just has his flame strike up. Super shotgun to the face, and he gets a tie.
Well, like with both champions having a Houdini combination, like to make your opponent disappear in less than half a second, fights at the heavy will be rather quick, I guess. And again, this time it was just for repositioning, but the last shotgun blast dealt so much damage that, like, PASITA. Okay. Well, I mean, he got a full on shotgun blast out as well, but it was unfortunate. Like, PASITA looked in the right direction and turned around. I think he could have get away with a little bit more damage, and then the heavy picker wouldn't have meant as much for klyb as it did in the end.
Do you remember round base that it was just press F to win and
yeah.
It's just okay.
I mean, you see how much damage Death Knight does now. Back then he was even doing more damage. I don't believe it.
But it's just really, if you don't get a clean frag, then and your enemy has the ability up, you should be wary for a refrag. And especially if no one gets both items to the name, we will trade for days or minutes, because the map doesn't last for days.
Yep.
That's facts.
So, okay, now the game finally calmed down a little bit more. And we have some point of shared control. But klyb gets the opening damage. Beautiful combination from PASITA. And klyb instantly returns the favor with a full-blown flame strike into the face, frying our good friend Buckethead. No more guitar plays for you. And well, lands also the rails. So he is looking solid stack-wise now, compared to his opponent.
klyb actually gets a full rotation. And gets PASITA really low, so PASITA really needs to get the opening damage on the next fight. It isn't the case.
Look, like klyb's rockets, like the predictive run right there, and the railgun. Oh, that was almost perfect. Combination of rocket and flame strike to, yeah, basically kill the flying by ranger. Oh, he knows where he is. And he gets even more damage. The lightning gun should be able to finish him off, and it's enough as well. 2 frag lead. And well, yeah, klyb now had control for the last 2 frags, basically, because PASITA was not able to return any damage, and he still is not, up until now. Returning a rail, but klyb has something big green, which he slaps on his chest to fall back.
5 minutes.
Yeah, and also being this Runes of Sarnath, there are only 2 lights, which are at the other ends of the map. So it's also easy to predict the movement of PASITA. And the player in control basically... well...
Oh, nice rails.
well,
like the...
PASITA gets a nice return frag.
No, come on, this is unfair. You can't survive that with 1 HP. Damn. But yeah, I know, like you were saying that the out of control player has to like basically go horizontally across the map, while the in control player only goes vertically.
True.
And stays in the center of the map, so he always kind of knows where the out of control player is. And that was a neat rocket jump for PASITA. Oh. I mean, in fights where both abilities get used, it's really hard to call anything because it happens so quick and it's so chaotic. And no, this time did he forget the mega?
No, but
no.
But also on the start of the map, he didn't forget it.
No. I mean, on the start of the map, I was pretty sure he didn't. But this kind of looked risky because if klyb decided, okay, I know this is up. I just picked up heavy. I'm gonna go there and try to damage him after the fact. He would have been dead. But now PASITA has full control and the lead. He just needs to avoid being one-shot in a fight, and he lands on top of klyb's head. And well, klyb takes him a little bit with him, but PASITA thinks it is killing him, and then landing 3 rails. Actually 5 in a row, to be honest, so...
But it was so close, and the minute PASITA gets control back, he also gets a follow-up frags, and klyb. Yes, now not that much time left to get back in this.
Oh, the flame strike doesn't do as much as klyb needed, and I think the vertical rocket jump we saw from PASITA to pick up that upper light armor was actually ingenious, because if he didn't do it, klyb would have been faster up the bounce pad than he would be at the light armor, and which would have resulted in a refrag for klyb. But the way PASITA played it, he not only managed to get that light without taking too much damage, but also regain the control over the items, because, well, positioning and, dealing unreturned damage, that was a great play from PASITA, and this puts klyb in a very tough spot for the rest of this map, which is only 2 minutes.
Yeah, the thing he should do is now just try to get this heavy. If not, but he appears at the item. Well, his rockets are paying dividends. And, well, yeah. The mega health is far away, though. PASITA is just walking around without a care in the world, and klyb banks on that. He does lose out on the mega health.
No, I think klyb will lose out on his life if he's not careful. He was very unfortunate that PASITA picked up the light armor in the second that klyb hit the second rail, which would have killed him. And well, now he lost control again, and PASITA can still tank another rail, while klyb is basically dead from anything. Flame strike misused, and PASITA can just lock him up. He does not need to get a kill, but klyb comes clutch with the beautiful rails.
Yeah, 2 minutes. He isn't at the item though.
Well done.
And PASITA also cuts off the route to the heavy, so klyb needs to work his magic right now. He was hitting some rails, so if he can do the same... Well,
1 HP! I mean, Mega's coming in 8. He can pick it up and then, like, try to get a magical one-shot combination, but... Yeah, PASITA knows that he just needs to show up at the item and klyb stack, because it was so non-existent, is not...
Oh, they might meet, and he has his flame strike.
The damage!
Oh, it was returned with the orb.
Yeah, PASITA did a good job at avoiding the flames and going back up, like not taking the additional damage while walking up the stairs. So only the burning effect was dwindling his stack, but this was, I think, closer than you would have wanted it to be if you're PASITA. But you made it work, and now it's the 3rd map. We're going to see Exile.
Yeah, this is truly entertaining. Yeah, the beginning was just so in favor of klyb, but as soon as PASITA got into control, yeah, and there was also, I think, klyb just rushed a bit at that moment, and the follow-up frags went really quick, and then there was just the chasing of klyb to get back in it. So... yeah, at least we get a tie and we see Exile. Which, it was Skillbearer versus... no, it's Galena versus Doom. With klyb on Galena. I favor Galena on this map. By the way,
Yeah,
thanks for the follows. Anakin Fader and Rambo Fish.
I favor the Galena as well, because I think you can not only you can... Okay, the rail is in a very, like, cut-off area, and you can control that very well with the totem, that you get at least information when he's there. Because you either force him to go up the bounce pad again, which you will hear, or you will force him through the teleporter, which you will also hear, and most likely he will run into a totem. So, the Galena, not only with controlling and using the totems for information, there are good hiding spots on the map that force you to go out of the rotation way to destroy them. So I favor the Galena a lot here. But we will see how this turns out, and I want to know what you guys think. This is why I'm starting another prediction. Who would have thought that?
Wow. And it's not called channel points anymore. I changed it to lightning bolts.
Oh yeah, that's nice. Imagine having like 20,000 lightning bolts and you could keep firing for 10 minutes. Oh, that would be so beautiful.
With the dual wielding guns of Blazkowicz.
Yeah.
Okay. So we have the slippery map now loading.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you want to see a full final of your team.
Well, I think there is a big chance of it happening.
Prepare to fight.
Yeah, I'm definitely giving him the benefit of the doubt in terms of draft. I think he managed to be better here. But we'll see. PASITA gets the heavy spawn, has shotgun, rockets, and will grab the lightning gun now as well. Oh, and okay, klyb is wisely not going to the teleporter there and taking the bounce pad, and makes PASITA immediately feel the weapon difference. But PASITA, great play, like baiting his opponent into thinking, okay, I've got the rail, I can take this angle, but no, my friend, you can't, because I'm standing right here. I'll double jump into your face and then lightning on the shit out of you. He now gives up mega, but heavy, but he should be able to make it to the mega. Good use of the double jump, but it doesn't matter because klyb slaps a rocket on the side of the bridge and detonates PASITA midair. Also denies another light, and he might be able to finally get his hands on the lightning gun, which he does not really seem to care too much for.
Yeah, I almost started to say, well, yeah, you don't use rockets against Doom, but if you hit them like that...
Stopwatch.
Those were some beautiful shots from Blue. He has to dodge the tribal, though. And gets a rail to the face, but he returns the favor, and look at PASITA. He's just pretty much dead. So he wants to disappear on the map. Oh, klyb isn't aware that he's around the corner. But now there is a hint of that shot. Oh, real rail angle, but it does not connect.
Yeah, I mean, in the end, it doesn't matter too much that klyb couldn't finish it off there. If he manages to, like, pressure PASITA now, but it doesn't seem like he's able to do so. Yeah, PASITA now one light away to have a good stack to play a defensive rail game. Huh?
He walks away the moment he gets spotted by klyb. So klyb gets a clean full rotation. Yeah, what PASITA is doing is just the same thing to do. He's playing against the overstacked champion, so he just disappears on the map.
Yeah, like he really needs to find some rail angles which he can take unreturned, because otherwise... Oh, that was a nice trap. He stole away the item as well, and he can follow this up. He's not railable, but he decides to not go up the bounce pad and rather conserve his stack than giving himself a chance of taking the lead again. PASITA almost dies in a trap that, well, not really a trap, but in klyb's attempt to healing himself up back at the totem, but PASITA's back to full control now. Beautiful rocket, and PASITA goes on forward and returns the favor. There you go. And we have a 1 frag lead for PASITA again. Nice opening rail. He's not railable, but now he is, and he's also shotgunnable. Wise decision and good weapon choice from PASITA there. And 16 damage rockets. I think that's the lowest you can go, I'm not rather sure, but at least it gave up information.
Yeah, I'm still scratching my head. How did PASITA appear at the heavy? He was just, I think he sneaked over there, like crouching, and
he dropped through that hole there, I think, and I think klyb made a little mistake that he made a loud sound right in the moment that PASITA dropped onto the earth, so he could not hear him. And despite stealing away this item, he only had the rocket launcher, and they are so hard to hit in a fight like this. Beautiful! Oh. Nice kill from PASITA.
Yeah, but what I don't like from klyb, he... Just as in Ruins of Sarnath, as soon as he loses control, yeah, he still starts rushing into the enemy. So now PASITA gets 5 frags in the lead, and this makes his job so much harder.
Yeah, I think on Ruins, he had a champion with a magic ability to make stuff like this happen, but the Galena is not the kind of champion you just run into someone's face who is like over 200 stack and win the fight. Like, you have nothing to increase your damage output, basically. And PASITA makes him feel that a lot. This time he went for the damage with the totem, which is denied by PASITA's great combat movement as well. And now PASITA again has the better weaponry, the better position, and lands 2 rails in a row, and now it's a...
Yeah, I saw a rocket launcher move there. Let's shoot it.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're right. Like, Galena is really if you're not in control, then you need to be defensive. Like, get your totem economy going and then start a fight. But yeah, what he's doing now isn't working, and
he's calling it.
Also has enough of it.
So 5 minutes in, and klyb throws the towel, which gives us a PASITA Stone Grand Final.
Yeah, it's true. I do hope klyb can learn from this, because I really think the previous match we saw from him is that he is more versatile than he was last year.